It's the UCLA Bruins and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm. We'll see how it impacts the passing game here today. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. The Bruins headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money, and you just try to make yards after the catch, but key word being after the catch.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's past the sticks. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms. But the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Running inside. It's Marshall. Enough to move the chains. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call. Giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Underwood. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Wolverines are facing 3rd and inches. Burrowing for yardage. Got the first down. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You've still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. A strike downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, 3rd down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. You can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those 3rd downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that 3rd down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's Underwood to throw. Out wide right, it's Buchanan. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Wolverines! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Coming out with it, it's Morgan. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hits inside, it's Knight. Makes a man miss. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup with the defense. Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses, too, throwing it. Got to be able to make good decisions. Got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
And how nice is it to have the whole crowd going absolutely bananas. Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
2nd and long here. Iamaleava. He's not afraid.
Why he got stuck there? Why he moved?
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown.
Why he moved?
Bruins. Once he got some room, it was over. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Yeah.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Throwing, Underwood. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Going to take a shot. Brings it in down the left side. Rolled into enemy territory and all the way to the 44-yard line.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. With the catch, it's Marsh. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on first and goal. From the red zone, it's Marshall. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
What the fuck?
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone.
Okay.
They want to flex their muscle. 3 tight ends on the field on third and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wolverines. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Hits the hole, it's Knight. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Hauls it in. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Finds his man. Fighting off the defender. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down in 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big
No way.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, number 19. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Underwood. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got it! Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And that, what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it.
Oh, my God.
Defense
Come on, bro.
It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throwing, Iamaleava.
What?
It's complete on the right side.
Man.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Rushes on. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
He'll pull it down.
Bro.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Iamaleava. They're all over him. Makes a deep grab. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air, it's Iamaleava. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Grabbed over the middle. It's Knight. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, UCLA.
That's a huge play for the offense because it keeps this thing one possession. They're going to be receiving first in the 3rd quarter, and if they can keep this thing moving, all of a sudden they may have the lead here very soon.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 25 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Fighting Irish getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Make it now 6 straight victories for this team in what's turning into a very notable season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Got a little space. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Throwing, Iamaleava. Out wide left, it's Knight. Makes the grab, and down immediately, he picks up a few.
And Listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Rush right in his face, and he avoids the sack.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Iamaleava. There he goes. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Iamaleava keeping his eyes downfield. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
He's going to run it across the 45. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the 2nd half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away. Get the
guys, look at this. Surprise, they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot in a sudden change situation. Let me see if I can throw.
He's loose on the left. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back.
Number 22, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Looking for space. It's Knight. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
I know 4 yards doesn't seem like a lot, but man, it's so nice when you can dictate to a defense. And 4 yards, back-to-back plays now set up where the whole playbook's available. I can do whatever I want. I can be aggressive. I love when offenses stay in that 3rd down and short range.
There he goes to the right. Inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bruins! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And they tacked on the extra point.
Michigan, 28. UCLA, 21.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Makes the quick grab. Breaks into the open. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Man, you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Marsh. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
As a quarterback, you've got to be precise when throwing these corner routes. You cannot leave the ball short or that thing is getting picked. So nice job by the QB putting enough air under the ball to give his wide receiver.
He's loose. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. That is his 3rd score of the game, and now 14 on the season. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Throwing, Imaliava. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
3rd down in the gun, Imaliava. Brings it down on the right side. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bruins. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flare, a 77-yard touchdown pass.
Number 15, set to kick off.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Breaks the tackle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Churns into the pile. Turning it on. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. This quarterback part of their running game. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Throwing, Underwood. Back's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And he made the extra point without problem.
And find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Marshall. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that